flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a roll call, please.
Mr. Brzezinski?
Here.
Dr. Sid?
Here.
Mr. Francisco? Here. Mr. Brzezinski?
Here. This time I'd like to turn our meeting over to our solicitor, Nick York, for conditional use hearing for the Beaver Valley Auto Mall.
Yes, we're here at the time and place set for a public hearing on the conditional use application of the entity known as Let's Go Beaver Valley Realty, LLC. This pertains to property that's otherwise referred to as the Beaver Valley Auto Mall near the Beaver Valley Mall. This hearing was advertised in the Beaver County Times, and I believe the file indicates that adjacent properties were also notified of the hearing this evening. The purpose of this hearing is to request conditional use approval to essentially operate what would be a parking area that would be leased, as I understand, to some extent. I believe counsel is present here for the applicant. I would ask that anybody who may testify this evening or would have any comments or questions, please stand at this time so the court reporter can swear you in, because everything is being recorded here.
Thank you.
Just in case, yeah.
Each of you raise your right hand. Do each of you solemnly swear the testimony about to give to the cause now being heard shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and so that each of you swears to God on that last great day?
Car salesman.
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to turn into a pump. I'm going to turn into a pump.
Jeez.
I love it.
Well, it's kind of a tough act.
I like yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Peter Horn. I'm the attorney for the applicant, Let's Go Beaver Mall Realty, LLC. And I've had a communication with your solicitor. I would like to present our case summarily and then offer Mr. Latsko, Mr. Filippi, or Mr. Costello, the site engineer. If you have any questions of any of them, we'll be glad to answer those questions for you. Let's Go Beaver Mall Realty is the owner of the subject property. It's known as your tax parcel number 56-163-0158.019. That is the property in question. My client acquired this property in February of 2018 from Beaver Valley Mall LLC and other people in ownership. We're seeking a conditional use to establish parking for the Shell oil plant. The subject property is located in a general commercial district, C2, as defined by the Center Township zoning ordinance. The proposed parking area is to be governed by a lease agreement between Shell Chemical Appalachia LLC and your applicant, and we're looking to enter into a 2-year lease. The lease will provide for a total of 397 spaces, and we have a site plan.
You pass these up.
This is the large version of it, and I would like to introduce. You're getting late in the day.
Just watching you step there.
Again, the application for the conditional use is to operate an outdoor parking area. There are 4 separate sites for which parking will be permitted. Shell is going to put fencing around the parking area with a turnstile to permit people in and out. In addition to that, they'll provide busing to and from the Shell plant down along the Ohio River, taking their employees and other contractors to and from the parking area. The area subject to this conditional use is already lined for parking, but the parking is primarily in front of the Tropical Fun Zone, which was a business that existed about a year ago. It's no longer there. The lots are vacant, except for Area A, which is behind the Beaver Valley Auto Mall building. Again, all areas will be enclosed with fencing, and there will be turnstiles. and any proposed changes to this arrangement will of course be brought before this board. We don't anticipate any changes for the period of the lease. Again, if any of you have any questions, Mr. Costello is the site engineer, Mr. Latsko is the owner of the property, and Mr. Felipe is the manager. So we'll be open to any questions that you may have.
Just to clarify, looking at this, because I recall if I looked at it before, this would be on the, with that tropical fund zone, that portion primarily.
That's correct.
Is that the same parcel, or is there like two separate tax parcels?
Well, we bought two parcels. It's, the other parcel's 56-163-0185.018. I'm not sure, but I suspect that parking lot A may be on that parcel.
Under that lease, so will this be traffic that's in addition to what is currently located near the mall, or will this be just kind of shifting some of the workers essentially over to?
Well, as I said, the
I
parking.
think they're parking over by the Huntington
Yeah.
Bank right now in the back there by the,
So is this gonna?
yeah, so they're probably gonna shift some of their.
Okay, so it's not necessarily gonna be an increase of
No,
what's.
yeah.
Isn't there going to be a flag man there?
Yeah, they're gonna have flaggers there.
Are you contemplating within that lease, again, I don't necessarily need to, delve into all the terms of it, but are you projecting that it may be renewed after that 2-year period, or is it something where you're, at least at this point, just looking at?
They have a 6-month, they can extend it 6 months.
Okay. All right. And I think this table here, this provides the busing schedule.
Yeah,
so
that's,
essentially in
they're
line.
real early in the morning and they leave.
So you wouldn't contemplate interrupting, the traffic
They're
there?
there for, by the time anybody else gets there, they're gonna be already on the bus and bound for it. I think you can see that on that schedule.
Is it gonna be the same fencing that they have on the other?
Yeah, it's similar, yes, yeah.
I don't have any other questions unless the board members do. If any members of the public have questions or comments they'd like to make at this time, you may do so. We have one.
Chief Kramer, Center Police. I just had a clarification. So are these cars going to be in addition to the roughly 500 cars that Shell is parking there now?
I'm gonna say yes, but they're already parking up there.
How many of them, so you're saying
There's gonna be
that,
397 parking spaces.
and how many are parking there now?
Well, I don't know, but I know they're parking over by the Huntington Bank.
So the flag people that you're proposing will be there, the flagman's purpose will be just to get them out of the parking lot to the traffic control lights?
Yes.
If that is not sufficient, if that is too much congestion, who would be, our officers are already tied up down at the main Shell site, letting cars out. That may be a strain on freeing up more police cars to get to those intersections. If we have to set the lights on flash or something, I'm just trying to get a feel for how this is gonna impact an already busy time.
Are you asking at the actual light or at?
Well, you can't
At the
obviously,
property.
flaggers can't obviously direct at the
Yeah.
lights, so that, what I'm saying is, if the flaggers aren't sufficient, they're just inside that parking lot moving cars around. Those cars are gonna get stacked up at the traffic lights. How is that gonna impact an already busy time when we're letting out 1,400 cars down the road? And if that does create a problem, who's gonna pay for additional police cars at those intersections? If that's needed, I'm just looking at the worst case scenario.
I mean, I don't know, we can review it with them.
We could review it with Shell and see what they,
Okay? I just.
if you,
trying-
yeah, we can ask them, sure.
Okay. If it gets to that point, I just wanted to have that. thought.
Sure,
Yeah.
For sure.
for sure.
Yeah, Tom Coates. The access points to the mall are in bad shape now. Is it going to get worse with this additional traffic, and who's going to take care of it?
I think they're already driving up and down those roads now. I think the buses are going out the front of the mall now. They don't even use that lower part, where I think most of these guys will probably come in and out at.
You're saying they'll use the backside, Elliot, more likely.
I
'cause
think
they're
the
right
buses
there.
will go out the front.
Yeah,
I think they have to. I don't think they're allowed out that side entrance that much anymore.
yeah.
Because I watch them
Yeah.
on my way.
Question. The traffic lights down
Ma'am,
there.
your name,
where-
please?
where's your- Sorry?
You just state your name.
Chris Armine.
I'm sorry?
Chris Armine.
ARMINE?
ARMI. Okay, my question, the traffic lights down there where the Toys R Us used to be, like coming up from the Shell plant and you're trying to make a left turn against oncoming traffic, is not good. And you're backed up there and people are waiting to make that left. My question, can you reconfigure the traffic signals to allow more people to make those turns? It's a dangerous area.
That would
Then
be,
people are swinging over
Good
into one
question.
lane to try to make that little turn onto Broadheads, the 3 into 1 merge. It's congested, it's gonna be more congested with this.
that would be
Just-
PennDOT, right?
Well,
state
can
road.
you get in touch
Very,
with PennDOT and prod them a little?
Maybe you could talk to them better about that.
Well, I mean, I think our engineer, in talking about the timing sequence of the intersection, PennDOT has regulations on, why they set certain timing features and why the intersection is how it is. So I would imagine that, my guess is, and the engineer will correct me if I'm wrong, that PennDOT would have to do a study, just the traffic patterns, make a determination on whether or not they would change that sequence. Of course, that takes time.
Yeah, and by then the Shell plant will be built.
Well, I don't know how long it will take that long, but certainly.
We know how PennDOT works, honey.
Yeah, Ned can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Thank you anyhow.
No, I mean, Barry's correct. But keep in mind, they're proposing 400 cars here. That mall is ingress and egress wise is well underutilized at this point. Now, if this were put on top of the mall being fully occupied, there would be a problem. So what you see now, and that loop road's not bad, not completed in the back, which is under construction, but what you're seeing now is just what people aren't accustomed to. A lot of traffic at the mall, which used to be there. But now where Toys R Us was, PennDOT, they are doing a traffic study there, not related to this. Because in all these traffic studies they're doing, they know that this is a short-term, Shell's gonna, they're stating that they're going to hit a peak at some point here, and it's kind of like a bell curve, it's gonna ramp back down. So this isn't gonna continue forever. But for now, yes, those large buses and all the cars are there. But to do a traffic study, if PennDOT would even do it. If it didn't warrant it, then the applicant would have to pay for a traffic study and hire a traffic engineer.
I called them a couple years ago, just before the Shell plant, just to say that that's a bad light, and they said to get with the township.
Are you talking about the light at Toys R Us?
The same question I'm addressing
Or
now.
the light at Broadhead?
No, the one down by
Down
where the
below by
Toys R
Toys
Us
R Us.
used to be, And they basically said they'd have to get with the township.
Somebody would have to pay for a study, maybe.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Is that all you have?
Motion to adjourn? I move to adjourn.
Have a second?
Motion.
So, yes.
Yes. Okay. This hearing's adjourned.